If there's one thing I love in life, it's video games and fast food. But what if there would be a way to combine both of them? That would make the ultimate item to completely change my world. Fast food and gaming. Nah, that's just way too good to be true. But wait, there is actually a product like that. I present to you this piece of technology. Wow. So back in my childhood in 2003, yes, I am old, McDonald's teamed up with Sega to sell some of the coolest add-ons in a Happy Meal till this day. Mini Sonic handhelds. Sega teamed up with McDonald's to promote their new game Sonic Adventure DX. I remember having all of those, and today I want to show you. So today we're gonna take a look at all of the 2003 released mini handhelds and rate them out of 10. There are in a non-particular order, by the way. I just really want to talk about them. So here we go.
Start!
Sonic action game. The first handheld we're gonna talk about is the one that gets the closest to an actual representation of a classic 2D Sonic game. It's basically an auto runner, like 13 or 14 years before Mario Run. They copied that. You get one button and the only thing you need to do is jump over the hills and collect rings. The world looks like it's some kind of green hill zone. So classic Sonic environment. After 20 obstacles, the speed will increase and you'll get into the next level. Crashing into 5 hills in one level is the end though. The game is simple but super fun. The shell of the handheld is also really cool and catches the vibe of the Sonic series totally, if you know what I mean. So I must say 8 out of 10. Shadow Grinder. In this one you have to grind down a rail in typical Shadow style. You have to use his rocket blades like you're some kind of prime Tony Hawk or something. Your goal is to jump over the gaps without falling into them. Clearing 15 gaps will get you into the next level. If you fall down 10 times in one level, the game is over. The gameplay is alright and basic, but that's about it. Without trying to sound edgy, Shadow has to be my favorite Sonic character by far though. And the shell and the looks of this handheld have to be the best of them all. So cool shell, cool character, game's kinda basic, I must say 6 out of 10. I'm sorry Shadow. Knuckles Soccer. One of the craziest concepts for these consoles is this game right here. You play as Knuckles, the goalkeeper, and need to save balls that are shot at you by Eggman. I think it's hilarious. Did they just meet up beforehand and were like, hey yo, you know, like I want to destroy your entire world. But before that, let's play a cool round of soccer. Other than the first two handhelds, this one actually consists of 2 buttons. You either do nothing and save the ball in the middle or decide to jump to the left or the right. The game ends if Knuckles misses 5 balls in one level. The next level is reached by catching 10 balls. So nothing too crazy, but definitely something that got me hooked as a kid. So I'ma say 7 out of 10. I Banana Catch. My favorite one of them all. I remember when I was a kid I was addicted to that game. Just like Knuckles Soccer, this handheld also has 2 buttons to go either left or right. The concept is quite simple. You're a I hope I say that right, that's his name where I live. And there is bananas flying from the sky and you have to catch them. What are you doing here, Donkey Kong? Get out of here. I always loved the color of the shell. It's so appealing, the game is really fun, and I is one of the coolest monkeys in the world.
Huh?
I said get out of here. But I'm gonna be honest, he's pretty cool too. But shh. 10 out of 10, the best game of them all. Sonic Speedway. I remember this was actually the last one missing to my collection, and my dad just went up to the McDonald's cashier and asked him, hey, can we just get it without buying a Happy Meal? And they actually handed it out to us. Thank you to whoever you are. 20 years later, I hope you're doing awesome in life. I hope your life is doing well. Thank you for that, for completing my collection. Sonic Speedway is basically a kart racer, with your goal being to dodge the cars that are coming towards you. After gaining 30 points, you reach the next out of 4 levels. If you hit 5 cars in one level, the game is over. It's kinda like Subway Surfers if you think about it. By the cars coming towards you, the game wanted to give the illusion of you being the one who's actually the one driving and passing all the other players. An old trick that a lot of NES and SNES games used. Simple concept, well executed. The silver on the shell is kinda cheap, but still I must say 8 out of 10. Before we get to the last game, I really want to say thank you for watching this far. Maybe consider subscribing if you like videos like this and leave a like. Thank you so much. Tails Sky Patrol. For this game there actually isn't that much footage online, which I personally think is really sad, but let's still try to cover it as good as we can. You control Tails and need to fly up or down in order to collect all the rings on the way. The game is over as soon as you miss 10 rings. The further you get, the faster the game becomes. Graphically one of the worst ones, to be fair, and gameplay wise maybe a bit too simple. Still, as with all the other games, it has something charming about it, and especially as a kid you could spend hours with it and you don't care how boring it is from nowadays perspective. So I must say 6 out of 10. And that's it. I'm quite sad that McDonald's doesn't add cool stuff like that to their Happy Meals anymore nowadays. But if I think about it, maybe that's better for my health. Cause I'd buy all the Happy Meals they have there to get cool stuff like that. Did you actually had some of those McDonald's Sonic games? If so, let me know in the comments. And there's even more Sonic handhelds from McDonald's that came out 2 years later. So if you also want to see a video on them, let me also know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next week. Until then, stay healthy, God bless you. Bye.